With the silence between Overwatch 1 being closed down and Overwatch 2 is ready to launch, a new hero shooter hits the market, one based on a long-standing franchise about war and big mechs. However, while the game itself seems to carry good promise, it might be starting off the race by slamming itself in the kneecaps with its very predatory marketing strategy. Hello everyone, my name is Tram, and today we're gonna have a first impression of Gundam Evolution, the mecha hero shooter game that might crumble due to its own greed. This video is a bit different from my usual content, and the monthly video game review is not in danger. It will come out next month still, so don't worry. Do I like Gundam Evolution as a game? Yes. It reminds me a lot of early Overwatch 1, before locked roles and GOAT meta that brought tankiness before all. There are characters that can tank, but not to the capacity of say Reinhardt or D.Va with a pocket healer. The game is free to play, and with that comes a marketing plan on how to make money with no upfront cost. While Overwatch 1 had an upfront cost that was the only cost you needed to pay to have access to all heroes that was in the roster and that were ever gonna get added to the roster. So currently at launch there's a $40 deal called the DX Pack that gets you all the 5 locked mechs, a fancy skin for them with matching weapon skin. Of course, there's a loot box system. For 150 EVO coins or 360 capital, you get free random items of the current gacha pool. If you want to buy a single mech, that's worth $10 of the premium currency, the freemium called Capital, and you'll need 2,000 of it. The premium currency is called EVO coins, but back to the freemium way. How do we earn Capital? 2 ways currently, the beginner challenges and the battle pass. The battle pass gives 1,000 at level 18 and at 58. The highest level of the pass is 60, so when you're almost done with the pass, you get enough credit for a single mech. I played the game for 20 hours, and I just made it to level 18. The other way is, take a guess. Playing matches, right? A small trickle of capital, a little more if you win, right? Wrong. The second is the beginner challenges, some simple task that gets you capital. Once all are done, you get to the next step up to challenge 7. If you're familiar with gacha games, this is the typical starter missions to help you with materials, currency, and pulls on a gacha, to ease you into the game and wanted to make you invested in the first week or so as you play. So you do your first challenges in like an hour. Next day you do challenge 2, and you notice it says 1 out of 2 days logged in. You don't pay too much attention to this. When you hit challenge 3, and it says days logged in 1 out of 3. Do you see the problem here? The days are not culminative. Every time you step to a new challenge, the days added is 1 more. Meanwhile, the tasks themselves are done in 1 day, and you're stuck just waiting on the login counter until the next server restarts, so you can get access to more capital. Well, this is not the first game to have a beginner challenge system. It is probably the first one to gate their what should be 1 week challenge into 28 days challenge due to the weird limitations. You might think, oh, they just got the login counter wrong, not keeping track on how many days you logged in between challenges. But no, this is intentional. In fact, they made an FAQ on the game's site clarifying this is how it works. I might still be optimistic, saying, well, $20 for a new character in a free-to-play game doesn't sound too unusual. And you're right. But that is with the beginner challenges, a finite source of capital. Once it's done, then what? We only got the battle pass to work with. If we grind out the whole pass, we can buy 1 new mech. Which, judging by rumors on all forums of the game, they're planning to add 2 mechs per season. This just screams of red flags. When people don't feel they're getting any progression towards the things they wish in a game, they will drop it. They might not be paying customers, but they will be a part of the player base that the paying customers needs to get matches. In fact, you can't even try out locked mechs in training mode to see whether or not you might actually like them beyond the skill description and the second-hand impressions. Watching streamers or other content creators playing the mech is another fine red flag to raise. Whoever is in charge of the business model strategy must have been hired from Korean MMO or phone games only on their CV. Because of this kind of super limited means of freemium game does not work in the Western gamer culture. To add up, there are fake deals in the shop. Skin deals at a 56% off discount, but these skins are not even obtainable outside of these deals, which forces 2 skins on you. So you better hope those 2 mechs are 2 you like. Oh yeah, and the standard price for these deals according to the shop are allegedly 8,000 EVO coins. So that's $40 for skins that are just hot rod flames and skeleton logos painted on the mechs. Yikes. So I decided not to do the Riot game style of letting you get a little bit of freemium for finishing a match, daily win bonus, and a little bit more if you win. Nor do they have high-res offer of an unlock all characters and upcoming characters with this one-time purchase that they have for both Smite and Paladins. This is not good for trying to grow a community in a free-to-play game that they have allegedly want an esport on and paid a bunch of streamers to have a showdown tournament. The reason I'm making this video is because I want our voices to be heard. The game they have here is a fantastic foundation for a really promising game, but they need to reward time invested into the game, and not just a half-assed battle pass that just gives crumbs. Something like 20 capital for a full match, maybe another 10 if you win. That way you'd still need 66 wins to afford one character alone, but it would do much for people feeling their time investment gets rewarded towards unlocking more gameplay. Because that's the main problem. When you lock away characters, you're locking away gameplay. When you're locking away cosmetics in the gadget system, that is not a big of a problem. The feeling that you're gated on gameplay because of payment is something that will turn off many people that could be enjoying the game. If each beginner challenge was just one login each to unlock, you could afford your first make way sooner, and that could be enough for some player retention. But yeah, with the current model, I think only diehard Gundam fans will stick with the game in the long run. Rather than introducing new people to the Gundam franchise, I will give developers until November to do something with the game to improve quality of life experience with it and make a review video of the game for my final verdict. I really hope they take the feedback to heart, because even the Japanese community are worried about Evolution's longevity with Overwatch 2 on the horizon. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time.